Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your buddy. It's your pal, Mr. Nice Guy, here on a lovely Sunday morning. So we're back here, about to get started with season number 2 of our Florida Atlantic Defensive Coordinator Dynasty. Got up to level 10 last season. Kind of an up and down season. We did really well in some games, and other games we just kind of shit the bed. Didn't really have any middle of the road games, maybe one or two, but really what really killed us with teams, and it seems like the AI, the computer, started to figure this out after a while, was doing a lot of underneath throws. And yeah, that just killed us. They do the underneath. We always had the deep field covered. And if our defensive line couldn't get to the quarterback fast enough, they were always able to check down to an underneath throw and usually get 5 to 10 yards and keep the drive going. We saw where that really hurt us in the American Athletic Conference Championship game against Tulane, where they smoked us. We kind of came to life in the second half a little bit, and then they ran away with it. Then we went to our bowl game, the Fenway Bowl, which started out really good, and then it was a back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and the North Carolina Wolfpack were the ones that had the ball right at the end of the game and were able to score and take the lead late and then win themselves their bowl game. As we went into offseason recruiting, we were able to bring in the number 1 class in the American Conference and a top 50 class nationally. Helped out a lot by the transfer portal. One thing I do like that they've done in this game, because I haven't had it happen before, but to have recruits that don't actually make a commit by the end of recruiting. In the past, when we did that, in NCAA 14, when they would get to the end of recruiting and they hadn't picked a school, they just glitched out. Like they were there. It showed that they hadn't picked a school yet, and that was it. That was all she wrote for that recruit. You didn't see them anymore. They just basically, whoop, they were gone. But now it looked like if you were number 1 on their list and it got to the end and they didn't make an official commitment, whoever was number 1 got the recruit, which is really cool. So thanks to that, we had a couple of recruits that didn't fully commit to anyone, but we were number 1 on their list, and they ended up coming here to Florida Atlantic. Taking a sip of my coffee here. That all aside, that was last season. That was the off season. We're here in the preseason. Before we set up recruiting board, we're going to take a quick look at our schedule. We do have 4 games that we can kind of pick and choose. Ooh, number 9, Colorado coming to our house. That would be interesting. FIU, we definitely want to keep that one. That's a rivalry. We got to head up to Pitbull Stadium. Great. We're head up to their house. Man, do we have any opens during conference play? Not at all. It's going to be straight conference play. Let's take this game against Iowa. We're going to make that open because we're going to play 3 games in a row. Man, Maryland, Colorado, and then FIU. My goodness. We'll come right here. What I'd like to do is I'd really like to find a school that we're going to be recruiting against. Georgia State would be a good team to play against. They're in the Sun Belt. Georgia Tech, also another team to play against. We've already got a lot of really not high-ranking teams, but some high-quality. Apparently, Liberty's ranked 26th. Interesting. Kennesaw State would be one to play. In Conference USA, one of the lowest-ranked teams, but I don't think we'll play them. We're looking for a school that's kind of on level. You know what? South Alabama. That's who we're going to go with. They're pretty much on level with us. We'll recruit against them quite a bit. And yeah, they come to our house. FIU, we're headed to theirs. We'll leave Colorado as is, and then we've got Maryland here. I think that looks pretty good. And let's see, in our conference play, UTSA, Army, Tulsa, Charlotte, Temple, USF, East Carolina, and North Texas. I believe Temple was one of the teams we lost to last year. We got the win over Tulsa. Can't remember. That's hard to remember. But yep, there's the conference games. I think we're good. I like that schedule. We are up to a 2-star program from a 1.5 star. So let's come check out recruiting. I'm very interested to see if we got some more hours, 575 now. I think last year we had 500. But as you go up in your star ratings, you'll get more hours for recruiting. And oh wow, we got a couple of big ones here. So strong safety, Ricky Van Buren. I like that name. And then Greg Baird. That's all good. Got a nice 4-star left outside linebacker here. A nice 4-star left guard that's got open. Get down here. All right. Power rushing defensive tackle. We're going to go after those guys. There's a good halfback, good left guard, left outside linebacker, and another strong safety. How about that? So big difference from last year to this year. We've got some 4-star recruits that are interested in us. Left tackle, I think it says we have a need, but I think we'll be okay at that. We'll go after this free safety too. So 10 total recruits who got on the board, all 4 stars. I think only 2 of those don't have us already on their list. Now, some of these guys are going to be tough to get, like Van Buren here. He's got Florida and Miami on his list. All right, not a bust, not a gem. Not a bust, not a gem. Oh, there's our first bust, this left guard. We'll go ahead and knock him off the board. As you can see, our scouting for our defensive players. Oh, there's another bust. Let's see. He's 86 strength, 82 tackle. I mean, we might keep him on the board there. He's 6'4", 299 as a run stopper. Got a lot of good mentals. So we'll keep him up there. Halfback looks pretty good. Yeah, you see, offensive line is going to cost us a lot in hours. We spent our coach upgrade points in recruiting, so we're able to scout our defensive players a lot easier. Ooh, there's a bust. Go ahead and knock that strong safety off. All right, so we've got 8 here so far. Let's come back to the prospect list. I want to come here and take a look at... Let's look at who has us ranked as first on their list. Oh, this right guard here, agile. And he's he doesn't have 4 digits in front of his rank number. Here's a right outside linebacker have us ranked first. Definitely want to look at him. Quarterback here, field general. Take a look at him. There's a middle linebacker. And lots of free safeties. Okay. Folks that have us ranked second. Athlete that is an elusive back. He's a 3-star. It's a 3-star running back. It's an elusive back. We'll put him on that list. It's a 3-star quarterback, scrambler, 6'4", 209. I like that size. Right defensive end. Speed rusher. I don't like his size though. 6', 231. I mean, that's the size of a linebacker. Get him down there playing defensive end. Here's a nice center. Fullback here. We could really use an upgraded fullback. I'll tell you that. Another strong safety. He's got us third. That's okay. Let's come back up to the list here. We're up to 16 prospects now. It's a 3-star. It's a receiving back. Let's look here at this athlete. This athlete here, physical. So wide receiver there, 6'5", 187. I like that. He's got us ranked first. He's a 3-star. Okay. Let's come back here. We'll take a look at all these guys. So the right guard here has got us rated as number 1. He's a bust. I feel like we wasted a bunch of points there trying to look at him. Hey, oh, hello. There's our first gem. It's right outside linebacker, 6'4", 239. Power rusher. He might play defensive end in our scheme, but man, gotta love that. I'm gonna make sure we scout all of our defensive guys first. How much for the fullback? That won't take much for the fullback. I want to make sure we look at all of these guys pretty well. Let's take a look here. The scrambler. Nice. Jim. Oh, a Jim quarterback. There we go. Throw power 91. All right. We found ourselves a couple of Jims. We're definitely going to put them up here near the top of our list. There we go. I believe our linebacker here, middle linebacker, was normal. Where's my linebacker? There he is. Del Blanco. All right. Well, first and foremost, we're going to throw scholarship offer right there to Mr. Blanco. Play style, proximity to home, and campus lifestyle all up. Playing time's a C+. But when we get to the start of the season, we're going to have to come through and toss everyone scholarship offers. That's going to knock pretty hard at our recruiting, but we'll get a good look. We do have a new head coach. Let's come here and check out coaching abilities. He came in as a tactician, offensive coordinator there is tactician, and actually is at the level of scheme guru, which is pretty cool. There's our head coach there, who's tactician and slightly motivator. All right. So we get off-season training boosts for some of the players here. So that's nice to see. So got a head coach that is 100% a tactician and a motivator, but not big on recruiting. So, that goes to show why our trying to scout some of our players and everything really wasn't working all that well. Just a couple of players here. They're all offensive players for playing style and then playing time. So let's hit recruiting here. We need to throw scholarships at everybody. So 450 hours to work with this year. I may have really messed up with not doing the scholarships during the off season. Because that's going to chip away at our hours here. Oh, hey, an insta-commit. Okay. First insta-commit that we've had of this series. It's athlete physical. It's the wide receiver. Wow. He's also got A- playing time. All right. First commit. Pretty good release. 93 speed. Wow, I like that. 93 speed. Short route's okay. Where's his catching? Catching 72. That's not great. 70 strength. That's pretty good. So that very, very good red zone wide receiver right there. Yeah, man, 6'5", 187. Wow. So first insta commit of the series. And now what we're gonna do, our two gyms, they're both gonna send the house. And then oh man, it's going to be tough going. It's going to be really tough going. I think we're not even going to waste the hours on him. Wow. Right here, good chance of landing this guy. I don't even know about this one here. Yeah, no, you've got the likes of Tennessee, Michigan State. Yeah, yeah. Off the board he goes. Wow, a lot of teams here. A lot of teams here. And he's a bust too, so we're going to go ahead and knock him off the board. Good opportunity here. Throw some hours on him. Oh, the left guard, man. Florida State, UCF. We're not that far down, so we're still within his top 5. This guy here. Oh, man. It's going to be tough going, man. It's really going to be tough going. The free safety here. Okay. Got a good opportunity here with this free safety. Quarterback here. We'll scout him and just take a peek. Throw a pass. Hey, he's another gym. Wow, 2 gym quarterbacks. Yeah, we'll go ahead and throw 25 points his way. We still got a few left down here. Let's see. I mean, really nice getting that insta commit, but man. All right, so throw 10 hours on each one of those people there. Let's come back up here. We're going to find a few of these guys to maybe throw a few more points on. You know, we're getting here in the 4 stars, man, and it's going to be tough going. We're a smaller school. Just have to wait and see what we can do. Let's proceed on to the next week. Nice having the bye week to start it out because we can kind of work on recruiting a little bit the first couple of weeks. Lots of folks in their top 8 schools. Nobody into their top 5. Reported about that. Once you reach the top 5 point, that's when you start scheduling visits. Have 110 total points left up to us. Okay, all right. Hey, we climbed up the board a little bit. 4-star running. Oh my God, I didn't even see his size. 6'3" and 227. A+ playing time. You see that A+ playing time, and what that's going to let you know is that guy right there could come in and be an immediate starter. A+ playing time on this defensive tackle as well. And what we're going to do, we want to send the house and DM the player. On the defensive line, we've got the opportunity to add additional points. So anytime we have a defensive line player like that, we're going to throw additional points on there. All right, we're back up to first on everyone's list down here. I'm going to look and see this left guard here. I mean, Florida State's up there. UCF is up there. We're up there, and we're climbing the board. So always good to have some offensive line help. We'll take those hours off. We're going to throw an additional 50. This guy right here loves playing time. So let's knock these points off. We're going to go back to send the house on him as well. Free safety here, A+ playing time, man. He's first. We're first there. First on everyone else's list. Definitely like to see that. Okay. I think at this point we just rock and roll. Let's see who we've got that is we got everybody just a gold pipe there. Let's go any state. Yeah, we don't have a platinum pipeline anymore. Yeah, see, he's got 4 already. Let's take a look at anyone who does not have an offer. It's a nice power back there out of Mississippi. 5'11", 232. Good strength and size there. No offers. That's really weird. Like this corner here, we definitely in need of a corner. Got a wide receiver, physical, 6'2", 198, no offers. Who's a 4-star. I think we've already got a good running back on there. We don't have a corner, so let's go ahead and see if we can. Let's scout this corner real quick. Yeah, he looks pretty good. He's not a bust. Man coverage is 75. Zone is a 68. 5'11", 183. We'll go ahead and throw him a scholarship offer. He's A+ playing time, which is good. And we'll bring him on up here with the other 4 stars. Okay, so pretty well set in our recruiting. Let's come over here. We haven't messed with the depth chart. We're about to get started in our very first game of the season. So quarterback, it's going to be Fancher. He's a starter last year. He's a captain. Field general, he is the starter this season. Running back, we've got 2 seniors here in Mobley and Campbell Jr., both elusive backs. We'll see if maybe our run game can be a little bit better this season. Wide receivers, we're looking pretty good here with Platt, the deep threat senior. And then we got Hayes right behind him, another deep threat. It's a little smaller size, though. Tight end, Moore, Brown. I mean, tight ends look really, really good. All right, left tackle, I don't know why it puts the right tackle here. It's always weird. It looks like that right tackle might be the better player. Albert Reese the fourth. Smoot right here, I believe, is our elite left tackle. So we'll leave him down there. Left guard. Yeah, see, once again, it's got the right guard starting. I really don't care about the offensive line so much. I'm not the offensive. Why do we... Hold up. There is a right guard here, Prophet, who is better at left guard. I can't. Okay. We're gonna play with this a little bit because it's a little wonky. Okay, so Richardson, we want him off. Prophet can go up there to left guard. And then we come back over here because Richardson over here is really good at right guard. So trying to play with the numbers here, like right tackle. Okay, Reese is really good at right tackle. So he's got to come up to play right tackle, because left tackle, we've got somebody who's pretty good, right? I've got Rowe here is a 73. That's a good pass protector there. And then also we've got Smoot, who I believe is an elite development left tackle. Let's put Rowe up here. I want to, yeah. Reese, the power right tackle, we're going to take him. He's going to move over to, let me see. Oh, yeah, Smoot's got much better strength. It's agile, 6'5", 293. Definitely better run blocker. His awareness can come on up. He'll be, you know what? It's the offense, man. We'll let the freshman Smoot start there, and then over here, senior Reese gonna have to get the nod to start there. Okay, now we get into our side of the ball. Left defensive end, Marcellin, speed rusher, 82. Pretty decent strength. We've got Price, the power rusher, right behind him. Let me come over to the right side. We've got Jordan Ross, another speed rusher. Pretty decent strength. His acceleration, his speed is next level. Right. Defensive tackle is going to be leading the way is Denard, now a redshirt sophomore speed rusher, and he's followed up behind by Green, a nice run stopper, 6'4", 290. Langston, another power rusher, a lot stronger. Looking pretty good here. Left outside linebacker. Now here's where we get into some of our weaknesses, is our linebacking core. It's got Horton, Zaire Horton, over at left outside linebacker. At middle linebacker, I honestly think we're going to go with the freshman. His strength's a little bit better. Field general, I like his size, 6'3", 231. It's a 66 overall, but he bumps up to a 70 with some of our added coaching experience there, helping him up. And then, so left outside linebacker, Javaris Johnson, starting at right outside linebacker. How does Johnson look at his actual position? So Johnson at his actual position. Johnson at his actual position actually drops off. Let's see, where's he at? There he is. He's 73 at his actual position. On the other side of the ball, he's a 76. So I guess we can leave Johnson where he's at, and then we'll keep Horton where he is. So and I like their size. So 6'3", 225 for Horton. For Johnson, he is 5'11", 220. It's really going to come down who's going to be the sub linebacker, and I really think it'll probably be Stoner here. But let's go ahead and jump to corners. So our corner room got a lot better with the transfer portal. Balfour here. I think we look good. Corner room looks great. Once again, we got 3 seniors up at the top here. We should have some phenomenal coverage. Good size on the outside too. 6'1" and then 6'2". Another 6'1". So all corners over 6'1". And we're just going to have to look who's going to be our slot corner. Probably be Hodgins here with that strength, 68 strength. Yeah. Hodgins is going to end up being the slot corner with that strength ability. He's going to be playing closer, more towards the inside. So, yeah, Hodgins is going to be the slot corner, and then we'll have Massas and Balfour on the outside. Free safety, we look pretty good here. Nice depth as well. And then over at strong safety, yep, there we go. Anton Smith, who we looked at potentially moving to linebacker, said, no. I'm going to be the starter at strong safety this year, and really had a good offseason. And now he's sitting pretty at the top. Love that speed, too. 96 speed, 93 acceleration, 88 agility. Strength's pretty good at 70, and then zone coverage. Yeah, he's primarily zone on the back. We don't want to put him in a man coverage situation. But looking good there. Kicker and punter are what they are. Kick returner, punt returner, don't care about it. Third down back. As long as I don't see anything crazy here, we'll just leave everything as is. Slot wide receiver, Henry, yeah, that's fine. Rush left end. All right, here we go. So Marcellin at the rush left end. I'll go with that. Yeah, he's speed rusher, 6'3", 247. Rush right end, Ross. Sounds good to me. Horton, we're not going to have him dropping down to rush. Rush D tackle, Denaud. Yep, Green. We're going to move Price. Price is going to come up here in the rush situations. He's slotted as a left end, but at 6'4" and 283. He's got 85 strength, but he's got the speed and the agility that we like to see from a rush defensive tackle. And then is there somebody else down here? Well, we got freshman here. 85 strength. Yeah. So there we go. So we're going to have Price. We have a couple of defensive ends here. Denaud is obviously that's the position he played last year, which was his breakout season, was as a defensive end playing in this rush D-tackle positions. And now here we are. Sub linebacker. All right. So it's saying Jaden Williams should get the nod at sub linebacker. And his strength is okay. Horton could do well as a sub linebacker. He actually looks a little bit better as a sub linebacker. Stoner, definitely not the sub linebacker. So I think it's going to be Horton. I don't, but 5'11" and 185 is just not big enough to play sub linebacker. He also doesn't have the strength. Horton's a little slow at 76. Oh, I don't like that speed. Man. We could have Smith drop down here and play it, but I don't know. Smith grades out of the 77 as the sub linebacker. We might try that a few times, maybe a few games, and see how that works out. I just think with his strength, he's a 70 on the strength. He's better in zone coverage. His tackling is not great. It'll Hit power is pretty good. Let's try that. Let's try that as we start the season out. And let's see what Anton Smith can do here in the sub linebacker package. Yeah. All right, slot corner. Who do we say? It was Hodgins. Yeah, wasn't it Hodgins with the good strength? Yeah, I think it was Hodgins. Yeah, because Massis and Balfour were going to be on the outside. So Hodgins at the slot corner. Okay. Man, we are all set. Got our depth chart set. All right. First game of the season here is going to be against Maryland. First game jitters. Coach Devin Durbin says early mistakes are expected, but the coaching staff is confident in the team ahead of this week's opener. So Devin Durbin, that's our brand new head coach. This is going to be his first game as the head coach that Florida Atlantic Owls. It's away from home. We're up in Maryland. Going to be quite the game. Got to top my coffee off here. I'm going to be interested to see how our strong safety does in that sub linebacker package. I'm going to see how much time he actually spends playing linebacker and how much time he actually gets back at strong safety. And we've got a senior at that position as well at strong safety that can step in and fill in pretty well. So we shall see. Got to have that coffee topped off before you're ready to take on the first opponent. I think this series we'll go back. We'll just keep doing our doubleheader. I mean, this one we were not going to do 2 games just because we've done a lot already. It being the preseason and the start of everything. Ooh, excuse me. So we'll just go with the very first game of the season. It's very experimental here. We got a couple of new players, new positions, specifically the linebacker positions. Got a lot of really good youth. Matter of fact, we need to take a look at some of these freshmen that we've got, and especially some of these younger players, and see where we are, at least on their skill caps. I know we've got that elite left tackle. I definitely want to look and see what his skill caps look like. Skill caps, basically, you look at your different skill areas that the players can improve on, awareness, strength, physicality, stuff like that. And those, even with elite level players, those can be capped off, meaning it's only going to get so good at that position. So, all right. Actually going to get set up here in my chair. So let's come back over to team. View rosters can be the best way we're going to look at this. So, all right. Anybody that's low rated, not really going to worry about, like right here, the quarterback. So wide receivers, we didn't recruit anybody. Tight ends, we got a nice little blocking tight end right here. Let's take a look at him. Let's look at his skill caps. So he is a normal dev. Yeah, he's not going to get much better than that. So forever a depth guy. Here we go. Smoot, I believe. Yep, was our elite dev left tackle. Look at that. Okay, so you see that? Lots of room to grow. He can really turn into probably one of the best left tackles in the country right there. He's got a lot of physicals that he can unlock. But yeah, look at this. We look for a lot of growth from him during this season because we have him starting. But yeah, man, that's a home run right there. 3-star out of high school, elite development with all of these open skills, especially the IQ. Look how much that can grow. My goodness. And for offensive linemen, awareness is kind of a big thing. Let's see. We do have this young center here who's agile. He was impact dev. You see his ratings capped a little more, but definitely has some room to grow. He can actually grow into a pretty serviceable starter. And I believe we had one other right tackle here, Clinton. who's going to be down on the depth chart. He was a star dev. Oh, but yeah, you see he's a little more capped than our elite left tackle. So I'm okay with him kind of sitting down on the depth chart for a little while. Man. Okay, let's look at some of our defensive players. The left end here, power rusher. He was normal dev. Yeah, he's going to be capped out. The right end, we had a couple of right ends here. Normal development, capped. Not terrible, but not great either. Another defensive end here, star development, and you see a little more open on the caps, a little more room to grow, but still kind of capped out a lot up here at power and power moves. A lot of these young men are going to end up with red shirts, which is fine. Left outside linebacker Branson here is a star development, and he's got a little room to grow, but still a lot of caps there. You see in our left tackle, the elite dev had a lot more space to grow. Middle linebacker Stoner, I believe, is a star development. Yeah, star development. Oh, ouch. Ouch. Not a lot of room to grow here. He's just about as good as he's going to get. He'll get better pass coverage. His quickness will improve and stuff, but man, that's disappointing. Mercer here, normal development. I can't even see his ratings. Oh well. Maybe he has absolutely zero room to grow. Freshman Cam Pryor slot. Got some room. He's already capped out on his quickness. He's not going to get any faster. But I mean, most guys are not going to get faster during their careers here. Free safety here, Jared Stick. Impact development. Yeah, he's got some room, but just unfortunate. Stoneburner. Impact development. Got some room up here, then almost capped out down here at the bottom. But hey, still pretty good team. Like to see that left tackle, man. It's going to be interesting to see how he does growing here at Florida Atlantic. But you know what? That's enough looking at the team. That's enough talk. Hey, we're up overall. It's 82 overall. Last year we were an 80 mostly. We're actually rated a little bit higher than the Maryland Terrapins. But defense only. It's a new season. Got some familiar faces on the defense. Got some faces that are not so familiar. A lot of young talent on our defensive line, which is really great to see because that means those guys are going to be around for quite a while. Alrighty. Alrighty. We started last year against a Big Ten school up in Michigan State. It did not go so well. And here we are starting out against a Big Ten school again.
First down here for the offense.
Wow, Smith is already playing down on the line.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. That's caught. It's Howard.
There we go. Good tackling. So we're doing pretty good.
One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But David, let's be real.
Excellent play here. We're getting a lot of pressure. Denaud doing well just as he did last season.
He doesn't start fast this year. That hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody
And keep running this cover too.
pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room. So important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters. With the catch, it's Cooper.
Goodness gracious.
They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, it's Edwards.
Come on, guys. See, this is what I talk about. It's just kind of a similar problem what we had last year, which was these little underneath throws like this. We covered the deep field very, very well. There we go. Finally, we knocked the ball out. My goodness.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Looking to throw on second down. He lobs one high.
Oh, almost picked.
There, offense trying to take a shot downfield. The defender able to tip that one up in the air and force it incomplete.
The seventh play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. Looking to throw it again.
There we go. All right. Excellent, excellent pass rush there. Jordan Ross, one of our new starters on the defensive line. All right, just let that one go. All right, defense does its job. It's a little bit to work on there, but excellent, excellent play there from the defense. Cam Fancher coming out. How did it say I missed? What do you mean I missed? I didn't miss anything.
Offense set on first down. They'll put the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on first down.
Denaud gets in for his first sack of the season. 9.5 sacks last year.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Scanning the field, it's Edwards. He's got his hand. They make the stop.
Once again, these underneath throws, man.
What they need to move the sticks.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Feeling some heat. Caught near the sticks.
God, I mean, our guys are hitting these guys as hard as they can, and they just don't drop the ball.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting first down.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw.
There we go. Yeah, that's why we have Anton Smith in there.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Trying to get to it. And the defense gets in the heat, and down he goes.
More sacks, baby.
What a great job by this defense.
Look at Vanderbilt, ranked number 15. Wow.
They've been hitting the quarterback early and often.
Jordan Ross, man, coming in.
You can feel that pressure. Keep getting them on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Very nice, very nice. That's what we want to see from our defensive line.
This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He gets a block.
Oop.
They'll put a stop to that.
All righty. We were hoping for more, but that will do. What? We get down, we score another touchdown. Good to see.
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to
Nice.
in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success.
Defense is playing well. This is much better than how we started last season.
Down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
There we go. There we go. Good coverage downfield.
There caused the missed timing. Third down conversion
Conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. To the air, it's Edwards. Lofts one deep down the right side.
Hey, way to knock it away. Good deep field coverage.
Now they're staring at 14.
Jaden Williams, that's our senior strong safety back there.
Onto the field.
Oh, almost broke it loose. Hoping for more, but that will do. Like, what were you hoping for? It was freaking 3 and out.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Keeping it on the ground with the
Good tackle.
He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
So that's the big thing, man. We really got to have the defensive line is basically the cornerstone of my defense.
They put their hands on you, you feel it.
What we want is exceptional coverage.
Create separation. They wrap
So good coverage there. Really good coverage downfield.
Reacted well to the tip. It just squeezed the football instead of the turnover. It'll be third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll throw it. And they fail to hook up on
Excellent, excellent pressure there.
every defense.
Denaud doing really, really well, getting pressure on the quarterback, causing a missed throw there.
Where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know
Or call it fair catch. Call fair catch here. Yeah. All right.
This is
The defense is playing very well so far in this game.
first down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning.
Oh, yeah.
It's a bullet out. It's picked off.
Balfour
Touchdown.
to the house.
Atlantic.
Woo!
How about that D coming up with a play?
To the house, baby. That's right. Put him to sleep. Put him to sleep. Balfour, that's one of our transfer ends, playing his final collegiate season here at Florida Atlantic in his first game in an Owls uniform, getting himself a pick 6. Boom. Alrighty.
Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive.
So you're Horton there.
Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse. And this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and can.
And there we go. Good coverage downfield, resulting in a sack.
The Terrapins want to crank the tempo.
Yeah, we're going to go ahead and call a timeout because I know exactly what they're doing. They're sitting there trying to run the clock down.
Make sure that they have
Want to give my offense an opportunity to get back out on the field.
They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. And sure,
Call another timeout. Anton Smith, 5 tackles in this game.
the defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
No, I'm calling a timeout because I want to give my offense time to get out there and score another touchdown if they can.
Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. A fair catch taken just.
See that up 31. All right, so we didn't get the touchdown. We did get the field goal.
Offense getting set for first down. He'll start this drive firing.
Way to knock it away, man.
And I've been there, fellas. This is no fun if you're a quarterback. All game long, you've got guys in your lap. You've got guys chasing you all the way across the field. You just never feel like you can get in a rhythm because this pass rush is in your face.
Oh, man, how did he get that ball out of there?
And he almost ran away from everybody on that
First big play for them.
play. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Touch pass on the jet sweep.
Oh, man.
After the pickup,
All right. Maryland finding a little bit here.
That's a really good job on the defense, reacting to what they pass. Now I got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play. Now you have to make him earn it now.
All right, Maryland's starting to move the ball a little bit on us.
The Terrapins are moving quickly down the field. Back to pass, it's Edwards.
Oh, my God. Wow. Laid out for, so glad he was that close to the sideline. Otherwise, that could have been really bad. We'll try a little man coverage here and see how that works for us. Doesn't, oh, wow. Doesn't really work well for us. Oh, my God. All right, first points given up. My goodness. Quick throw to the tight end on the crossing route. All right, well, our offense goes back out on the field, drives down, scores. Offense seems to be doing a lot better, at least starting the season. You know, we never know how it's going to go.
Maryland offense back onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up?
There we go. There we go. Good stop. Good stop.
Sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to...
There we go. Another good tackle. Good run defense. Anton Smith, man, I'm going to be interested. We'll get to the end of this game and we'll see see what kind of stats he's got playing this sub linebacker position.
Backed up inside their 20. Trying the left side.
There we go. Excellent pursuit.
Defense stands tall and makes the stop.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn. And they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue.
That was an excellent punt there.
The football, you can tell.
All right, we're up to the 45. And our offense goes down, scores again. Man, we are, you know what, and at this point, oh, we've already got the backups in.
Maryland has the ball back in the Terrapin offense ready to go. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Howard. And he's
Yep, and here we go. They're start doing these underneath throws like that, just trying to get something going. We've got our backup defense in, which is fine by me. I mean, 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter. We're up 45-7. I mean,
gonna take a shot.
Big shot, big shot. Oh, he almost came down with it. Oh, my goodness.
Getting a hand in there.
Woo.
Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week...
Excellent job there, getting in the quarterback's face.
That noise is going to get louder. That hot seat is getting even hotter. And I think all eyes are going to be on this program now, David.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side.
Knocked it away.
And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the
All right.
scoreboard.
Excellent play.
Fourth down. And the Terrapins will line
Good
up
play from the
the way.
backups here, man.
Great contact on that ball as it just hangs
Boop.
up in the sky.
I wonder if it gives me a missed moment if they get like a first down or whatever.
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful.
He has to throw it away. Excellent play there.
No doubt, too.
Very happy with the play of this defense. The defensive line is very disruptive.
They've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Catch in the middle. It's Smith.
This offense has their work cut out.
So the defense is playing very good bend, don't break, which works well in this situation. Later on in the season, maybe not so much, but we'll see. Whoop, knocked it away. Good coverage. The bend, don't break does really good with these underneath throws, but let me tell you, later in the season, when teams really start connecting on those underneath throws, yeah, see, they're just not giving us an opportunity to return the ball. But that's okay. It's giving our offense some short field. But well, I was about to say, our offense doesn't do anything now. We do have the backups in, so.
Maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw, it's Edwards. They're bringing heat. Under heat, he gets rid of it.
Even this young defensive line here, man. The defensive backs are covering really well. This looks like a very, very improved defense from last season. Hitting him again. Love it. All right, here we go. And fourth down. Boom, the kick's away, and we're going to once again call for the fair catch. All right, 1 minute, 41 seconds left. Can the offense? Yep, they get it done. Awesome. What a way to start this season. Such a young defensive line just absolutely disrupting the quarterback in this game. Fancher, your player of the game. Look at 343 yards, 68% completion, 4 passing touchdowns. There's the 1 touchdown we gave up. Balfour with the pick 6. And our defense kind of picking up where we were at our best last year, disrupting the quarterback, really getting in his face. Look at 24 points scored in the second quarter. Let's go ahead. We're going to take a look at the stats here. Overall stats, we held Maryland to 122 yards of total offense, negative 23 in rushing. That's all those sacks. And then passing-wise, where's their passing yards? Passing yards, 145 passing yards. 2 of 11 on third downs. Love to see that. Our rushing numbers, not great. 2.1 yards per rush. I'd love to see that be a little bit better there. Turnovers, we won the turnover battle. Only 1 turnover in the entire game, which was an interception. That was returned for a touchdown. Don't care about Maryland. We want to see Florida Atlantic's numbers. The offense, nice to see there. Look, 3 touchdowns thrown by Fancher. He must have rushed 1 in. And then we also have a passing touchdown from Starks here, the senior backup. And I want to take a look at the blocking. Where's our guy? What was his name? Smoot. Smoot down with an injury. Oh, we're going to have to take a look and see what's going on there. Defensively, Antonio Smith, your leading tackler playing in that sub-linebacker position, actually did pretty well. 3 tackles for loss and a sack. 2 sacks by Jordan Ross, the new starter at right defensive end. 1 sack here by Denaud, the sophomore, playing in that rush. Well, now playing full-time D-tackle, but was rush D-tackle last season. Had 9.5 sacks for the season. And then also Marcellin, your new starter at left end, coming in with a sack as well. Let's see, that's 5 sacks in this game. And then, of course, the 1 interception by Balfour. He also had only 1 tackle, but returned that interception for a touchdown. He is a captain and a senior on this defense. Total tackles for loss, 3 for Jordan Ross, 3 for Antonio Smith. Solid game from the defense. That Antonio Smith playing down in that sub-linebacker position, that might be a home run there. Got ourselves a level up for our coach. We'll advance the week just to see what's going on in recruiting. And then, that right there should really help recruiting. We went up to a Big Ten school and we whooped them, basically. We got 2 players here reaching their top 5, meaning they're going to be ready for visits. Championship contender, we're up to a B now. Looking really good. A couple of players at risk for play style, and then tight end Sullivan here. He's mad because he's not playing. So we got a couple of players. There we go. Jordan Ross, defensive player of the week with his 2 sacks. Cam Fancher, offensive player of the week for the conference with his performance. No national. So when we come back next time, it's a big one. We're taking on a top 10 school in Colorado. We'll go ahead and take a quick peek. The overalls. All right, they're not much better than us. We're actually slightly better overall, or slightly better on defense. We'll go ahead and upgrade our coach skill while we're here. We've mainly been spending that on recruiting, and we're going to continue to do that. Let's see. We're going to increase the weekly hours for the left outside linebackers. And then recruiting actions give a bonus for DB. So really, pumping those numbers into our defensive recruiting. I'm not quite ready to unlock Motivator just yet. That may be something we look at doing once we become a head coach. But great way to start the season, a 45-7 win over a Big Ten school, and we were away from home. Now we're coming back home to take on a top 10 program in Colorado. I believe, yes, they made the national championship last year and lost to Alabama. So a solid team in Colorado. They are playing without, of course, last year they were playing with Shedeur Sanders and their, amazing wide receiver, defensive back. It's really sad. I can't remember Travis Hunter. Both of those guys have moved on to the NFL, so we're going to be facing a Colorado team without 2-star players. And right now we've got the overall offense, we're pretty even, and then defense, we're ahead of them as well. So this could be a really big win for our program. It could be a top 10 win. That could really boost our championship contender. It could also perhaps catapult us into the top 25. Let's take a look at the top 25 standings. And let's see, Colorado's sitting there. They went and played Georgia Tech, and only a 31-30 victory there. Running a spread offense, a 4-3 multiple. We look at more information. Others receiving votes. We are not on that list. This could push us into the point of receiving votes. Teams that dropped out, Tennessee, Boston College, Clemson, and Tulane all fell out, probably from losses. But so far, so good. An excellent start to our season. Big game this next week. Feeling really good. Till next time, it's your buddy, it's your pal, Mr. Noise Guy. I'll catch you later.